class. Better you're allowed to know. Okay. Didn't really come up with a name. But we're going to start with the basic for lateral. Follows, your footwork is going to start on your right foot. You're going to go forward.
Yeah, if your feet is on your left foot's going forward. Cheek, cheek, boom. Cheek, cheek, boom. Cheek, cheek, boom. Weight shift. Weight shift.
Leads, we're going side step, forward, back, side step, cheek, cheek, side, cheek, cheek, side, cheek, cheek. Level 1, timing. Maintain the timing, right? So if I'm over here with my follow, I'm gonna go boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek. We can dance a whole social. Level 1, it's completely fine. Level 2, we're gonna talk about how we try to sync the weight transfers with my follow. So I'm gonna go boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek. We're gonna have a little bit more like of a dramatic idea of the dance. So instead of like this staccato march, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek. I'm gonna elongate the notes. Boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek. Try to sync that weight shift with your partner. Level 3, torsion. Now instead of just dancing with our legs, we're gonna now dance with our upper body as well. Torsion, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek. Have this chest, this heart-to-heart connection. Care Bear stare. What are the other terms that you use in this one?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, okay. You have the Iron Man, you have the Care Bear stare, whatever you want to call it. But the idea is we're trying to now, instead of like my chest going into like no man's land over there, I want to make sure that I can find my partner. Okay, so I'm now always looking for my partner with my chest. Chest, instead of, right? I want to make sure that I'm dancing with my partner and not with the people outside. When I'm dancing with my partner, they have all of my attention. Okay? Here, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom. Not only the chest, but the foot. Rather than it's not wrong. I would never say something is wrong, but I do want to emphasize like the difference it makes in your dance. Okay? Boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek, boom, cheek, cheek. Okay? We then started the second class with some accents on your lateral. Mostly for the follows, leads, you can do it too. But we just gave you a couple to play with in your social dancing.
So the first one we did.
Hop.
Oh, the first one we did is hop, hop. So when you step boom, you do chick, chick with a hop. Boom, chick, chick. And you don't have to do it every single time. It's just like Andrew said, an accent. So boom, cheek, cheek, step forward.
It also doesn't compromise the structure or the timing of the dance. We're just taking those cheeks to emphasize the movement. I saw some people doing like almost like a ha ha rather than a double hop. They did like one foot, and then they reset back. So boom, cha, cha, boom, cha, cha, boom. Very possible, same concept. Okay? We then included a more like slower kind of access, a hip swivel.
Yeah, so we did the hip swivel next. For this one, we just emphasized this movement. And to emphasize that, you need to first do the pre-movement, which is bringing your hip forward, so it then can come around. So, hip forward and then come around.
It doesn't need to be big, you can make it small. Like very, like, boom. A little bit more sassy. Yeah? You can play around with the different sides. Remember, we always talk about do movements that is comfortable within your body, not what you see on TV. Right? So if it's comfortable in your body, go ahead and do it. Okay? The last one that we did was
The S shape.
the S's.
So, follows the help of your partner. The tension in the arms helps with this one. So when you do this, bring your foot in, and then back up. And back up. And it really helps to bend your knee to get a good stable base. If you don't want to do the outside S, you could just do a simple this for an accent.
Beats, if I want to help if I want to suggest to my follow, I'm going to tighten up my frame. That doesn't mean to squeeze your arms, it means to tighten up your chest and allow everything to be a little bit more firm. So if I'm here, I'm going to tighten up my frame, which is going to allow my follow to feel something's happening. We're going to tighten up our frame. And then from there, this movement with my chest, right? Even if she were to stay there, on her foot, stay on one foot, right? We can now do a lot more things because it's not coming from my arms. I might be here, I might, right? Put on one foot. And I might start doing some single leg turns, a lot of different things that we can do. But the idea is to invite your follow to tighten the frame so now my torsion in my body can now turn here. Or assist her to turn as well. Yep. The last thing that we did was we just had a little bonus content. We always want to remind our dancers that head movement is always suggested, it's not required. Okay? So if you want to start practicing your head movement, remember that it always comes from the chest and not from the head. Same concept with my hands. We don't dance with our hands, we dance with our body. Right? So the head movement we don't dance with our head, we dance with our body. The head is just following the body. Okay? So from regular lateral, on the cheek, I am going to open my chest, cheek, open the chest, which will allow the follow to prepare her head to do head movement. And then when I'm just dancing level, notice that my chest will be square or parallel with the ground. That's going to be standard lateral. But if I want to invite to head movement, I need to create a tilt in my frame. Tilt my frame. So I'm here, tilt my frame, tilt my frame. Remember, it's not coming from the arms, it's coming from the chest. Okay? I think that's it.